Hello, I'm Richard Madden. I play bodyguard in The Bodyguard.
And I play Icarus, who is the sexiest of the most powerful.
I like dinosaurs.
Yeah, that's about right. That's one way to describe.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. He's a cool guy. His brain is wonderful. I mean, that'd be quite cool.
And tell you how brilliant you are.
Oh, that's
But I consider it a fact you are a handsome man.
Thank you.
Am I wrong? A handsome man.
I'm great, thank you very much.
First nomination.
Oh, thank you. My reaction when I got cast was pretty thrilled. And I appreciate that. Maybe I've just screwed it up completely and I'm lost now. I've shot myself in the foot by being too ambitious to learn more and to move forwards with things. And then I did get Game of Thrones, and that helped change things a bit. Finish filming, I'm going to eat pizza, I'm going to drink beer, and I'm going to grow my beard back. Cameron Diaz in The Mask. Still does it.
Oh, you can sing, right? And I was like, not great. He's like, don't worry, we'll fix it.
I do sing and dance a lot. I mean, we did a bunch of different dancing. Yes, I do try and do some dancing. Not
Is it disco?
Well.
Is it?
It's a bit of everything. Yeah, I'm hoping that scene gets cut, actually. That's tragic. I went to drama school to learn all these skills, and then I was like, I ain't going to need to sing, so I'm not going to a singing class, and I'm not going to dance, so I'll skip that one. And I couldn't really be bothered with the fencing classes. I'm not going to be fencing. Cut to it's like, you need to fence in this, you're going to sword fight half your life, and now you're singing and dancing. I'm like... Actually, once I did, I shot myself through the hand with a really high-powered pellet gun, and my mother didn't believe me. I ran into the house, and I was holding my hand up like this, and the blood's running down. I said, Mom, I've shot myself, and she's washing this. She's like, Richard, I am not in the mood for this. Do it. And she turned around, and on the blood, she's like, we're going to the hospital. And then I murdered someone. It was a good prep to get into these kind of really serious adult films.
Like that. Anytime you can have.
I do hope my mother isn't watching any of this. Constant level of anxiety you keep yourself at, and it gets destructive, actually. Spoiler alert. No, I love a good death. I've had a few really good deaths in my time. I think Game of Thrones, The Red Wedding was a pretty good one. I think it's going to be my favourite death from that kind of, kind of full of arrows, and then, you get your heart stabbed and then they cut your head off. I mean, it's all fun and games, isn't it? Just covered in fake blood and limbs hanging off. Top tip, shaving foam gets rid of fake blood because it stains your skin. Anyways.
Where are your avocados?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, come back. Right, sorry. Come back to us. So it was Taran's first love-making scene he'd done ever. So, and I've done a bunch of them before, so... Thank you, gay gods. I didn't realise they were gay gods, but they have bestowed that gift upon us. I mean, these things are never easy, because you're kind of naked in a room with, 30, 50 people. It's always a bit strange.
Go, and I kind of tiptoed out of the studio
But I just don't know what's going on anymore.
Come on, you have to give me one secret skill.
Well, we had about 2 days of screen tests where we had to try lots of different jock straps.
Oh, really?
Just to make sure we can't see anything through the trousers.
We got it right.
One day was particularly bad because I think the first approach was just to kind of corset it and tie everything down as much as possible. And we had this horrible day where you're just kind of trying on different jock straps. This story's terrible.
Wow.
I'm standing and you're trying all these different jock straps on, the camera's on your crotch and the lighting your crotch and you've got Kenneth Branagh there and Sandy Powell's got 3 Oscars. She knows better than I do about what's going on here.
I don't know if not knowing what's going on makes something brilliant, but if it does, then,
And we're all kind of standing, and I just stand and they discuss what's going on, and I don't. I just look around.
This is shit.
And then everyone turns away to discuss, and Sandy's kind of just standing looking at my crotch, and I was like, Sandy, and she looks up, and I've got tears welling in my eyes,
and just sobbing very loudly.
So I'm going to be sick. Can I take this off, please?
It's not really a romantic comedy. It's a tragedy. I take that back. Covered in fake blood. So it looks like I just murdered someone and got on a flight, which in fact I hadn't. I'd been murdered.
And then it's like, there's another day, yes, and then we just start getting I don't mind everything's going funny.
Rumour Never do that. Never Google your name. That your brain separates from the bottom of your skull for a second, then comes slaps back. Rhys Thomas took to cruising in the bushes for rough trade. Let's go and discover him. Let's go and call him out on it. Hey Rhys! Hey Rhys, any boys in there? Random thought, but I would let Jon Snow take me from my mouth and Robb Stark from behind, even if they don't shower. I just looked like a potato for most of my younger years.
Really?
It's a big potato, really.
Tree,
I was
if
a
I
fat
wanted
kid
to.
and I climbed trees.
It's really mind-blowing and blows me away. I'm thrilled.
Let's hope I don't cry today. Which is something that does happen and you must be careful. Everyone go see Cinderella because 90% of the movie is just Richard Madden's bulge and butt. It was like, and it's massive and heavy and really impractical. And man, it's so worth it. And that's a fact. Nothing to do with the pretty girl in the blue dress. And I'm walking about like, don't tell me. Exhausted.
We want a speech as well.
It's not going to be a speech. Honoured to turn on the lights.
Merry Christmas, everyone! My favourite movie growing up, and still is, Jurassic Park. It's going to be Jurassic Park. I will never change the channel if Jurassic Park's on. I watch it like twice a year. I try and watch it at least twice a year. It's my go-to. When I was a kid, I went to the cinema and saw it quite a few times. It's a perfect film. Like every piece of merchandise you could get that was Jurassic Park related. I still love the T-Rex breaking out of the enclosure and the kids getting crushed in the mud. And I mean, it was a great movie. My mum and dad's house is still full of Jurassic Park mugs and boxes, lunch boxes and backpacks. Okay. I was really into Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park. I like dinosaurs. That is actually true.
I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas.
Richard Madden existing is a thirst trap. Is that a genre of music or a thirst trap? I'm going to take it as a good thing. My life's brilliant.
I'm just getting colder and wetter and stickier on the inside.
We were babies. It was 10 years ago, yeah. Like, this is why you go to class. Stay in school. That's mistake number one.
Became very hysterical and had lots of anxiety and adrenaline and had to try and bring myself back down before I went back to work.
I had to clench because I didn't have a lot of words. Oh, down she goes. That's kind of a romantic comedy, but not really, is it? But because he dies a horrible death by bees at the end, doesn't he? My head hurts. Richard Madden can run me over with a bus and I'd still suck that dick. In that order.
Stand by, shoot.
So I think it's an omen. Watching your unborn child be murdered and then your wife slowly dying in your arms. Not a comedy. Is there any romantic comedies that anyone actually enjoys? If I was poor and had a demon baby, I don't think Sansa's that bad, is she? Is she? I'm worried about you. Sean Connery would be a cool godmother, wouldn't he? Godfather, I suppose. I mean, that would be alright, wouldn't it?
Are you into sports?
No. STIs in the Game of Thrones world, that must have been nasty, right? I was thinking about Richard Madden on my flight and my nipples got hard, which might have just been the aircon, to be fair.
And you are just trying to control the horses and there's a bit of you that's trying to...
Did you say horses?
The horses. The horses. Not horses. I'm not 7 years old.
I think it was like a dance actually, because you kind of go, right, first one hits here, so you're like this, and then you've got one there, so you're like that, but then you've got one in your leg, so it's like that. Kind of like a strange puppet.
I was in these beautiful, fitted, double-breasted suits with a big Cuban heel, and you feel kind of cool in them. Richard Madden's jawline gives me man boners.
I've got horrible images in my head now. It's just all dildos, not spikes.
Nasty. You know, I used to say I hated chest hair and facial hair and stuff like that, and then I saw Richard Madden, and that was a life-changing experience for me. But did they have flaming crossbows?
After they watch, they're here.
Here, my mum and dad flew in from Scotland.
You're kidding me.
No, so I'm thrilled.
Oh, she does. She loves it. It's her favourite gag. Because my father's also called Richard.
Yeah.
Which translates as big dick and little dick. Playing with the audience in that way of, I'm going to set something up and then 4 hours later we're going to go somewhere else with it.
I love that.
Yeah.
So,
What would be your response?
I'd whip out my Glock. My Glock, the close quarters firearm of choice for the Specialist Protection Officer.
Ah, yes, of course. I could swear that you said...
No, my Glock, sir.
And that's... We got to the end of this horrible bucket.
Absolutely. White jeans was a mistake I shan't make again.
what kind of jeans?
White. Blood and sex and violence. Thank you for that. I try so hard with this stuff.
And that is all from today's episode.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Good night.